trending again, at least in the form of two statues. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordering the return of a statue honoring the separatists built by a Confederate soldier. Hegseth says the, quote, reconciliation monument should have never been taken down by, quote, woke lemmings, claiming the administration doesn't believe in erasing U.S. history. And it comes just a day after the White House announced it is bringing back the only statue in Washington, D.C., honoring a Confederate leader, which was brought down during the Black Lives Matter protests in 2020. Let me just tell you which one of these statues is the one in Arlington by Moses Ezekiel, a Confederate soldier who puts the lost cause myth that the Civil War was not a war to keep slavery, that slavery was a positive good. Anyway, what do we think about the return of these statues?
John, a statue is celebratory, it's praise. If we want to preserve history, we have history books and we have museums. I'm America first. I support Americans first. And as a Black American, no understanding the history that Black Americans built this country against their will. And before we even get to reparations, didn't even get so much as a thank you. The Confederates were traitors and they lost. We should not be building monuments to nor supporting the losers.
I'm interested in what you guys think.
Yeah, me too. I want to know why you guys support a party that wants to elevate the lost cause of traitors.
Wait. You just put words in our mouth. I live in Alexandria, Virginia. We have a street named for Roger Taney, who wrote the Dred Scott decision, one of the 2 or 3 most despicable decisions in the history of the Supreme Court. He should not be honored with a street. It was a street that was picked during the height of segregation. It was not, he has nothing to do with the city. That should be gone. But we have a process by which you get a statue in Washington, D.C. One of the statues in question was paid for by the Masons. If you want to get rid of that statue, you don't topple it in the middle of the night with a bunch of criminal thugs. You do it through the process of the city.
Okay, so are you okay with them putting... fine.
So you go through the process to take down the statues.
Are you okay with the statue that is being put, the monument that's being put back in Arlington Cemetery?
Well, I don't know much about that statue.
I'll tell you about it.
So
I will tell you about it. But Pete Hegseth needs to pick up a book unless he's okay with the lost cause, because that statue is a statue that is romanticizing the lost cause and the Confederacy. It depicts what that we just showed on CNN. It depicts a Black slave handing over a baby that the Confederate soldier who's going off to war, and making it look like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you're going off to war. They're traitors and treasonous, and I'm sorry, but that Black slave right there, believe me, she wasn't happy about doing that. The white woman that's standing there that they're making, that has like a crown of olives on her head and making it look like she's protecting the slaves, and that depicts that there are Black slaves fighting alongside their slave owners. There's nothing reconciliatory about anything with that statue. And not only that, Moses Ezekiel's own family, 22 members of his family, wrote a letter to the government saying, you know what? This is not okay. It should be removed. Put it in a museum. So why is Pete Hegseth, our Secretary of Defense, putting this back? Because Lloyd Austin, our other Secretary of Defense, one who's actually qualified to do his job, took that down because he recognized what an affront it is to Black Americans and the original sin of this country. So why is Pete Hegseth putting it back and honoring these traitors?
So in my opinion, every single Confederate monument is an act of cultural terrorism. And I'll tell you why. This movement, the Lost Cause movement, arises